Hello and welcome back to Kule Jaco. So in today's video we're going to be talking about the changes that are being made to UK immigration law, particularly with regards to indefinite leave to remain. So I'll be discussing these things mainly from the perspective of a healthcare worker, since that is where my experience lies. Since I'm a nurse, I can speak on things that affect healthcare workers, be it doctors, nurses and healthcare assistants. So when I came to the UK in 2021, the laws of the land stipulated that you have to be gainfully employed and of good character and with a clean criminal record for 5 years staying in the UK, and then you would get indefinite leave to remain or settled status or permanent residency. Um, After 1 year of obtaining permanent residency, you would be entitled to the privilege of applying for UK citizenship, which, if you maintained your employment, if you maintained a good character, if you maintained a clean criminal record, you would most certainly get. So, this is how things have been since, I don't know, for a long time, and it seemed to work up until it didn't. Um, some members of the British public and political establishment came to the realization that immigration was at a level that was not sustainable for the development of the country or sustainable for the housing market to adequately fulfill the housing needs of everyone, sustainable for the NHS to meet the needs of everyone, sustainable for everything really. Some of the British public and British politicians said we are having entirely too many immigrants coming into the country. So for some people there's a bit of nuance. There are some people who say illegal immigration bad, legal immigration good. Because legal immigration, it brings people to work in sectors that are understaffed in the UK. For example, like the healthcare sector, we need as many carers as we can get, we need as many nurses as we can get, we need as many doctors as we can get. The NHS is actively overly understaffed and has been so for a long time. And the solution to that has been to train more British healthcare workers, but also to get qualified, competent staff from other countries. This seemed to work up to a point. There are other sectors also, the hospitality sector, even prison officers, lorry drivers, many other sectors that have benefited from immigration. And then we have the other side, the side of illegal immigration. With regards to illegal immigration, there are illegal immigrants who come in on visitor visas, student visas, then overstay their visas, and there are people who come in via the boats. Like I said, my expertise is mostly on healthcare and healthcare workers. So I will not speak on illegal immigration, on people who come in via the boats. I came in as a legal migrant, I came in as an economic migrant. I didn't run away from war or persecution. I ran away from bad economic conditions. So I would feel it would be disingenuous of me to comment on illegal immigration and condone or condemn people who ran away from circumstances that were not really viable for life, people whose life were at risk, people who were living in wars, famines, political persecution because of their sexual orientation or so. I really cannot comment on those things because I'm not an expert. Like I said, I'm a legal migrant. I came in on an airplane via the airport. I cannot condemn or condone people who seek asylum, people who overstay. I'll not speak on that. So this discussion is mainly based on legal migration. So basically, the laws of the land before, they said 5 years, 1 year of residency, and then you get your British passport. So now, because some sectors of the society are saying we have too many migrants coming in, we need to discourage people from coming to the UK, and they're saying we are giving these people citizenship and permanent residency. Initially, we have been giving it after 5 years, but that's not enough. We need to make it harder for people to get permanent residency in the UK. We need to make it harder for people to get citizenship in the UK. I will say the British people, the British public have every right to decide on how many years they want someone to live in their country until they can get permanent residency, or how many years someone should stay in their country until they get citizenship. They are well within their rights, and for us as immigrants to complain or try to say otherwise would be something that we shouldn't do, because it's not our place. It's up to the British people. They welcome us to their country. It's up to them what their laws are, what their rules are regarding how long we can stay, what we can do, and what we can do in their country. But where I have a small complaint is when it comes to people who came in to the UK under a different set of rules, and then midway through their journey, the rules get changed. I think that in itself is a bit unfair, because when someone uproots their life from another country to say, I'm going to leave my country and go to start afresh in a new country, it's because you appreciate that the country you are going to has the rule of law, it has low levels of corruption, it has democracy, it is a rule-based society. So the reason why we come to the UK is because we understand and we admit that the countries where we come from, they are dysfunctional, they are corrupt, they are not as democratic, and they are not as rule-based as this place. We believe that the UK is a country that operates on merit. So if someone is coming from Bangladesh, from South Africa, uprooting their life because they know that the laws of the land say, if I come in January 2000, by January 2006 I'll be eligible to be a permanent resident, it sort of implies an unwritten contract, and you come in based on that. So when you come in, you prepare yourself to work for 5 years under conditions that are less than ideal, because we have to admit that when you work under sponsorship, you have rights. Everyone in the UK, everyone has their own rights. But when you work under sponsorship, it's not the most ideal of circumstances, because if you have a toxic working environment, if your boss is not good, if you're not getting paid enough, if you are working in conditions that are less than ideal, you just can't up and say, you know what, I quit and resign and quit your job like that. Because if you resign, you need to find another job that offers sponsorship in 3 months or whatever. Otherwise, you'll be sent back home. So it incentivizes employers to treat employees in a bad way, really, because they know that they don't have any option. They are tied to us. We give them the visa, so they have to do what we say. We can pay them how much ever we want to pay them. We can ask them to do overtime. We can coerce them and say, you don't want to do overtime, remember you're on sponsorship. We can make them work longer hours. We can make them work unsocial hours. This is something that goes on in our care homes and our hospitals. We see that people who are on sponsorship are expected to do more overtimes, are expected to work more unsocial hours, that is weekends, holidays, times that people with more of a say in how they are treated can say, no, that's too much. I worked last weekend, you can't make me work again this weekend. But if you are under sponsorship, you just have to say, yes sir, because you know that if it happens that your boss is not happy with you and you get terminated, off you go. So it's less than ideal to be living under those conditions, and you just prepare yourself and say, okay, it's 5 years. 5 years is a long time, but you say, okay, it's only 5 years. I can do this for 5 years because I know that after 5 years I'll be a permanent resident. I'll have full rights to live in the country, and I'll have a say in my job, and I can complain, I can be heard, I can voice, and I can speak up for myself. But when you're under sponsorship, you really cannot speak up for yourself. So for the government to change, I know this hasn't been done yet, but it's a proposal that can pass any day now. If it does pass, I'll say it will be quite unfair for people who came in when the rules were different. I think the government should really reconsider and say these rules apply, but not in retrospect. They apply going forward. So if someone is to come, they will know what they are signing up for. Not to say that someone who came in under a different set of rules has to just have the carpet pulled from up under them. It's not fair. It's not fair. And this video is not meant to discuss immigration in the abstract, like is immigration good, is immigration bad. I'm not here to discuss that. Like I said, I'm a migrant, so it's not my place. It's for the British people to say, do they want us here or not? If they say they want us here, then they have to keep their word. If they say they don't want us, it's fine. It's fine. I think as immigrants, we are very adaptable. We moved our lives once before from our own countries. We can do it again, either going back or going to some other place else where we are wanted and appreciated. Thank you for watching this video. I hope we will have a good and constructive conversation in the comments regarding this. Remember, these rules haven't been passed yet. They are still being debated. It's not the law yet. And remember, for doctors and nurses, it remains 5 years, but for carers, I'm afraid they would have to wait for 10 years or more to get settled status. If you are working in the UK, if you are working under these conditions, just keep up hope, don't lose heart, keep your head down, just work. Make sure you maintain gainful employment. You have no gaps in your employment. Make sure you remain of good character. Don't engage in any criminal behavior whatsoever. Be an upstanding citizen so that you have a good, clean criminal record for when the time comes for you to get your indefinite leave or British citizenship. And for members of the channel, I'm happy to introduce our new mascot for the channel. He has his Royal College of Nursing pin, so he has representation. He's a nurse who has a union that represents him, and he has his nursing watch. Welcome him. We need to give him a name. So in the comments, just tell me, what do you want us to name our new channel mascot? And also in the comments, you can tell me video ideas, what you want me to talk about, what you want me to discuss, because I've been a nurse in the UK for 5 years. I've worked in hospitals, nursing homes, I've worked as a nurse, I've worked as a nurse manager, so I have a different perspective regarding nursing, and I'm quite knowledgeable regarding many aspects of nursing, especially from the point of view of an immigrant. So if you have any topic that you want me to discuss, even if you want me to visit this immigration thing in more detail, just say in the comment and we'll discuss. And don't forget, we need to name our new channel mascot. Thank you for watching the video. Like, share and subscribe.